Okay, well, welcome space video fans. Okay, tonight we're going to have a little look at astronomy.com's space box, which is this kind of fella. In fact, we're not just going to look at one, we have actually 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these come, these come every quarter. I did mean to open them as soon as I got them, but procrastination. So we're just going to go through them. This is number 1. This is the first box that came. Let me just see what's the date on it. About a year ago, so it's been sitting there. I don't know what's in it. I haven't even checked. I think you can go online and find out, but that's what we're going to do now. So in 1 second we're going to dive into the box and find out what's in the space box. Okay, so let's have a look at box number 1. Now you can also win one of these boxes, well, not one of my boxes, but they come out every quarter. I think the next one is due out in November. Okay, so you will be able to check, get a chance to win that one. And I don't know how we're going to do it. I'll come up with something as we go along. It won't be too difficult, that's for sure. Now, I've just got another camera here, so we can have a look at the box as well. Now, before I did receive the first box, astronomy.com did send out this little box. It's moon flashcards. Again, it's still in its wrapper. Procrastination, it's the way to go. So before we do anything, let's have a look at this. This was an extra freebie. Now I'm going to use a knife, so kids, get a responsible adult to help you. If you're not a responsible adult, get your kids to help you. So let me just get the cellophane off. Okay, flashcards, so I know them are little cards with information on them. You know, you're going to have a fact about whatever. So let's just see if these are the same. If I can get this open. Ooh. Okay, so that's very pretty. So a nice picture of the moon there. Let's see what happens when we take them out of the box. Ah, okay. Oh, that's quite nice. So they've all got different parts of the moon. Ooh, I like that one. Now, I think if we turn it over, there should be some information about it. Aha, so this is about Copernicus, the large crater. So, let me put my glasses on for this. So Copernicus, type, crater, diameter. Any guesses of the diameter of Copernicus? 60 miles or 96 kilometers. It's 10 degrees north, 20 degrees west. And the year it was approved, I'm assuming it's a name because it's been there for millennia. And it's named for Nicholas Copernicus, 1473 to 1543. Polish mathematician and astronomer who formulated a model of the universe that placed the sun at the centre of the solar system, not Earth. Okay, we'll have another look at another one before we move on to the actual box. We'll pick one around. Pick a card. Any card, that one. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so there's the image on it. Any ideas of what's going to be? This is Erecta, and it's a type is a Roops, Scarp, diameter 72 miles, it's 116 kilometers, latitude 22 degrees south, longitude 8 degrees west, and the year approved 1961. The name for this feature means straight cliff or straight wall. Do you want to do one more? that's quite good then. I'd say this was a freebie before the actual first box arrived. So was it actually, and again, it's been sitting there for a year. I haven't bothered my backside. Okay, I'm gonna just tell me when to stop. First person to say stop. Anybody going to say stop? It's gonna be a long night if you don't say stop. So what? I know there's a delay in this. Tell you what, I'm just going to stop at here. So this is Imberium. This is a mare. It's basically a sea. It's like the Sea of Tranquility on the moon. Basically, it's a sea of lava more than anything else. Okay, so this is a diameter 712 miles. That's 1,146 kilometers. 35 degrees north, 15 degrees west. Year approved 1935. The name of this feature means Sea of Rains or Sea of Showers. So that's actually quite cool. So I'm going to put the flashcards away. Now I say I have 4 boxes here. I don't know if I'm going to get. I don't know what's in them. So I don't know how far we're going to get through them. We'll certainly start at 1 and see how far we get. Right. So flashcards. That was quite good. Enjoyed that. Now what we will do just before we have a look at in the box, we'll have a look at the actual website. Now from what I remember at the time, Space and Beyond box, that's the proper name for it. And you can actually select, sorry, let me bring that up again. Okay, for some reason that website's not working, but basically you have 2 choices. You can either pay, I think, $49 for a one-off. So for the next box you can pay $49, cancel it and you won't get any more, or I think it's $44 every quarter if you go for the year subscription. Okay, obviously I went for the year. So, but what we will do towards the end, if you want to win one, you will win the next one, which will be November. So this is the first box that came out. Oh, the website is still up. Okay, that's all. Sorry about that. Okay, so this was the first box. Now, one thing I will say, I live in the UK, and on the first box that came out, sorry, I put down the knife, quite dangerous. Customs to pay. In the first box, I had to pay an extra £15 custom. Now, if you didn't pay it, you didn't get the box. That's just the way it was. Now, that is the only time there's been a charge of customs on the box. The other 3 that came afterwards, there's been no charge, so I'm not sure what the difference is or how they worked it out. But for just if you are ordering it from outside US, there may be customs charges. And again, if you do win it and I send to the customs charge, nothing I can do about it. So, box number 1, let's have a look. Now, what they say is it's worth about, you pay about $40, $40 to $50 depending on your subscription. They say what's in here is worth at least $80. So we'll soon find out. There we go. Again, responsible adult. So I've never seen inside this box. So it's the first for me. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I can get it open. Here we go. Okay, inside it says, make space for some cool new things. I like the sound of that. Ooh. Okay, so we want to work it. And we don't block the camera as well. So I think that's probably going to be the best way. So first out of the box, little magazine. Space and Beyond Moon Edition. Well, that obviously follows on from the flashcards that they send out. So on this, how one step became a giant leap, the moon and back, Jim Lovell tells all, analysis of lunar rays. I'm sure this is quite interesting. It's something I'll have a little read off. So it's going to be up to yourself to decide whether or not what's in this box is the equivalent of $80 worth. That's up to you. Ooh, this is quite nice. Notebook with AR. Okay, so obviously augmented reality. So what I'm thinking you'll have to do, and probably download an app of sorts, and then point it at the notebook. It's quite nice. I do like it. So yeah, so we'll download the app Astro Reality. Okay, give me a second. I will have a little gander at that, and I'll see if I can find that app. Okay. The phone's thinking about it. Okay, that's downloading, so we'll come back to that. So that's a nice little notebook, and we'll work out just how to use the AR on it as well. And just inside, I mean, that's a nice cover. On the back it says, that's one small step for man, one gently for mankind. And that's the inside. Okay, well, come back to that, see if we can get the AR to work. And this is just the instructions, so okay, set that there. So far we have the notebook, we have the magazine, we had the flashcards which came before. Okay. Oh, we get a lunar globe. So that's quite funky. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, so the globe is very tough plastic, and I'm going to have to reach for the glasses for this one. That is actually nice indeed. Oh, that's very good. Okay, the first thing I see is a little critter there called Hubble. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up. So I think that's quite nice. One of us got hell. There is a hell on the moon. Yeah, it's a series of, in fact, quite a number of craters together. I wonder if I can find it here. It's got Lunar Orbiter 3, so obviously it's got the landing zones of some of the lunar spacecraft. There's Billy. Hey, Billy. Sapphire 1, Apollo 12 and Sapphire 3, Apollo 14, Ranger 7, Ranger 9, Apollo 16. So that's quite good. Quite funky. And what I will say, there is a scuff just there. So it looks like it's took a dent before it's gone on the box. So that's a bit disappointing, you know. You expect it to be. If you're saying it's the box is worth $80, and this is probably one of the main things in the box, you'll like to think that's going to be, you know, at least unscuffed. Hopefully there is a stand for it as well. Oh, and there is. Well, I'm assuming this is a stand. Oh yeah. So it's just a little sheet. LRO, the Lunar Reconnaissance Observer. Orbiter, sorry. Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Which is some fantastic images of them and still going. And you can check that up online and see see some of the really high definition photos it's taken of the lunar surface. So I'm assuming this just sits there. Let me see if I can, because the camera's probably tracking my face at the moment, so it's not gonna. Okay, so that's quite cool. I like that. Now the question is, where trying to find somewhere to put it. Particularly if there is going to be a globe in every box, that's going to be interesting. Finding the space for this, but that is quite nice. And the base is actually let it slide about. Certainly until you get to the equator and just the joint kind of sticks up. But apart from that, no, that's very good. Let me see if I can set this down there. Oh, without racking things. Oh, might as well turn this on while we're here. Get some sparkle going. There we go. My little spaceship and my little moon. So we've got the magazine, we've got actually quite funky notebook, which I quite like. Oh, that's nice. An Apollo 11 patch. So that's quite cool. So I'll do that. I have a number of other patches which I keep meaning to sew on to a jacket or something, and just procrastination. It's the word of the day, so we've got that. I'll just make sure I don't lose my knife. So it looks like there's two other things here. There is Moonstruck Memories, or Memos, sorry. And that is a book of sticky notes, basically. Yeah. I'm not sure. Now you can, as far as I know, you can buy these boxes online, and the ones like this that have been out before, you can actually get them for 25% off. So if you go to astronomy.com and look under their Space and Beyond box, say any the former boxes will have a 25% discount. So if you're paying what, $45, it'll be about $32, $33. Okay, that's quite nice. So you have two different kinds. So little round sticky notes for you moon lovers. Oh. Okay. And some square ones. Oh, I like that. And you've got some teeny weeny ones. So that is an astronaut. Again, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up. Probably better that way. So you've got an astronaut. You have the lunar lander. You have a Saturn V, and you have a lunar rover, the moon buggy, as well as a square noted sticky note and two circular sticky notes. So that's quite cool. I like that. Okay. And on the front it says, "We choose to go to the moon," a quote by President Kennedy. And on the back, "Sticky notes to hold your place in space or send a message to mission control." So far I'm actually quite liking this. I mean, who doesn't like the moon for a start? But oh, and this I assume is a poster. So this is the empty box, just in case you're interested in empty boxes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put box one to one side in a moment, and we're going to have a look just at see what's in here. Yeah. Oh, so this is quite nice. So it's called the Age of Lunar Exploration. The moon has attracted our attention for millennia. As technology has progressed, robots and eventually humans visited. This map shows significant landings and impacts, plus a noteworthy flyby missions. And it starts in January 4th, 1959 with Luna 1 from the USSR. It goes through to number 33 is 2019 Beresheet, which is the Israeli mission. The country's first lunar lander made within 10 miles of the surface before engine malfunctions. So, and again, I'm sorry it's blurry, but that's quite nice as well. So that is the first box that was sent, and obviously it's the lunar box. So I think that's quite good. And I think for $45, let's say, in pounds, that's probably about £38. So I think, all in all, I think that's actually quite good value. If you had gone, say you're in Kennedy Space Centre, Visitor Centre, and you're buying that, I'm sure you would have spent well over £38 on this. So, little poster, a little patch, little notebook, which is quite good. And I'm going to work out how to do the AR, the augmented reality, that's attached to that. The notebook, sticky notes, different sizes. You get the nice little magazine, which is quite good as well. I mean, if you go into a shop and buy an astronomy magazine, you're going to pay at least $3.99, $4.99, or $5 for it, so it's quite good. Then we just put this back in the box so none of it gets lost. And of course, the globe. I don't know if this is meant to spin round. I'm not sure if the globe's going to sit. No. Worth a chance. There we go. So, box number 1 down. What do you think of that? Stick it a little, well, once it's live at the moment, either drop a comment in the live chat here, or if this is after the live stream, leave a comment down below. So that was the lunar box. Do you think I was worth 80? Well, the prices, they say it's going to be $80 now. Cost wise, it's about $45 or £38, probably about more or less €40, I would say. So is that worth it? So box 1, remember I have 4 boxes, and let's say, why didn't I not know? This came a year ago. I just didn't bother my backside. It's called procrastination, but I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. So box 2, what to do with box 2? Okay, so box 2 feels quite heavy. Looks quite interesting. So I see some of you are actually saying it's good value. Tiffany is saying $80 is reasonable. Now, $80 is not the cost. $80 is what astronomy.com says the items are actually worth. The actual cost is about half that, about $45. Depending on what subscription you take out. So this is box 2. Again, I don't know what's in it, so let's have a little look. Remember, safety first, responsible adult. Yeah, Titan, you really should join, but just not today. Yeah, procrastinations. Right, so let's see. I mean, they are well packed, and the boxes are very sturdy, and the boxes look quite cool as well. and this on this head says, "A wide open skybox is out there calling you." Okay, let's have a look. So box number 2. Ooh. So the magazine is obviously going to give an idea of what we can expect inside the box. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit thirsty. So box number 2. The next box after all these 4 is November, so whoever does win will be getting their November box, and I don't know what's in it. So the magazine, space particles, and what this box says, around the sky with a small telescope, which is quite handy, given that a lot of people only have a small telescope. Hunt Orion's deep sky. Oh, Orion, we love Orion. We're getting that time of year, we're certainly in the northern hemisphere. Orion is rising again, and won't be long before it's back in our night sky, so very good. Discover great galaxies in Coma Berenices? Anybody know if I'm saying that? Coma Berenices? And observe deep sky targets in Cygnus. Oh, we do like Orion's Nebula. So again, the magazine is actually quite good. You know, there seems to be a lot of information in it. Certainly a lot of pictures as well, and we love space pictures. So item 1 of box number 2 is a magazine, space particles. So I'm just going to set that there for the time being. Okay, a free guide if you just want to download it. How to buy your first telescope. From the editors of Astronomy magazine, this handbook will introduce you to the main telescope types, answer common questions, provide descriptions of eyepieces and accessories, and recommend what you should look for. And it's spaceandbeyondbox.com telescope if you want to download that. Ooh, a book. So again, what the maker's saying, that the contents of the box is worth $80. The price is about $45. So again, what do you think is this the contents worth $45? Is it really good value compared to the $80, or do you think like you bought that separately, would it be cheaper? So this is Explore the Universe. So this on the blurb in the back. Explore the Universe is the perfect introduction for anybody looking to take their first steps into astronomy. So obviously, this one is about the beginning to look into the night sky, whether that's through a telescope, with the naked eye, with binoculars, and I say your first steps into astronomy. If you have an interest in the subject but don't know where to start, this book is the perfect guide to help you learn the basics. After reading Explore the Galaxy, you'll be prepared for more complex astronomy books as well as club and star parties. So in the book you'll learn how to use constellations and asterism to navigate the night sky. Did you know, for instance, that the Big Dipper, the plough as we call it here in the UK, is not a constellation, it's an asterism, which is just a set of stars that people can readily identify. Where to look for planets, minor planets and comets, phases of the moon. So that's quite good. A quick flick through. So that's talking about binoculars and degrees, star hopping around the constellations, and there's the Big Dipper there, the Great Bear. And why does the moon have phases? That's quite an interesting one. Why does the moon have phases? Because some people still think that when you say a quarter moon or a half moon, it's because the Earth's shadow. No, it's simply because the orientation of the moon to the Earth and the sun. The time when the Earth's shadow is when there's a lunar eclipse. And sometimes, if you're lucky, the moon will go a lovely blood red colour. So that's actually quite a decent book. Now the price on the back, I don't know if you can see that. It says $17.95, and that's Canadian dollars. So I don't know, what's that? $5? I don't know. Ooh, mystery box. Mystery box within the mystery box. Okay, so this is from Celestron. Celestron is a very popular make of telescopes. So let's see what's in this. It is. Ooh, I do have a couple of telescopes myself, so this could be quite handy. It's an LED night vision torch. What do you mean a night vision torch? Aren't all torches for night? Yeah, but if there's batteries, you can see it, it's red. And that's very important, because if you're out looking through your telescope, looking through binoculars, even just looking at the night sky, if you put a torch down, just a normal torch with a white light, your eyes will actually have a hard time adjusting again to the night sky, because the white obviously is so bright. The red doesn't affect the eyes in the same way, so you can have the red torn, but it won't actually affect your perception of the stars. So that's quite good, and that is actually very handy. So if you do use a telescope or even binoculars, even if you're out in the night, if you want to continue to look at the night sky and not get your eyes affected by a bright light, something like a red light is very, very handy. So that's quite good, actually. Something I was looking for. Thank you very much. Well done. That I'm pleased with. And that's just a little box that comes with it. Celestron Night Vision LED flashlight. You can probably look up online and see how much that is worth. Okay. Oh, so here we are. Ooh, there's actually a couple of other things in here, which is quite good. Another globe. So we had, from the last one, our Lunar Globe. This is going to be a globe of the night sky. It's called Wonder Globe. Wonder Globe. Globe rotates on 2 axes, it says. El globe gira sobre to. Okay, I'm not going to even attempt to abuse somebody's language, so I'm trying to find the English. Okay, on the front it says ideal for home, office, school, and travel, bringing your world to life. Wonder Globe. Gyroscopic globe rotates on 2 axes. Shall we take it out of the box? Shall we? I think we should. So this is quite nice. See, I actually do think these boxes, are they worth $80? I don't know, because you really would have to go through every one and go online and search them. I do think they are they're probably getting towards $80. Certainly for the $45, £38, €40, whatever it is, I think it's certainly worth it. Having been to the likes of Kennedy Space Centre, which is a great centre, but obviously once you go in there, you do pay a bit of a premium for anything bought in the shop, like any park you go to. Oh, I like this. And everything is well packaged, so that's good. Next says it's around £15 to £20 for the short. Well, if that's £15 to £20 on its own, then it's very good value. Okay, this is really well done. Sorry, excuse me while I abuse this. There we go. Now, there's a lot of plastic, probably the only downside to it, so if you do want to care about the environment, recycle. So this is the globe of the night sky again. The problem with my camera, say it's got face tracking on it, so it's looking at my beak rather than. So I'll try and do the overhead one if you can see it. And there you go. It's got all the constellations, and it moves in 2 directions, which is really handy. So left or right. Oh, there's something about a globe, isn't there? Who doesn't like a good globe? Flat earthers. There we go. and it's got all the constellations. I also, that's one thing I'm going to do, a video series on the constellations, because there's a lot of history there about how constellations came about, and why do we call them what they are, and it's really interesting. I'm going to do a little video series on that. I think I'll start off with Orion, because Orion's just the favourite. There's Canis Minor, the Cancer the Crab, the Lion, Leo, Comer Bernices, as we were talking about. I probably mispronounced that. Boots. This is really cool. I mean, I could spend quite a while just looking at this. Ursa Minor, Cassiopeia, Ursa Major, and of course Leo Minor, the Lynx. Wow, that has really got a lot of detail to it. I'm very pleased with that. So what do you think of that little thing? I know it's very difficult for you to see, but I think it's very cool. So it moves in two directions. So that. The problem I have is that I'm running out of space. So I've got my Lunar Globe. I'm going to see if I can set that there. So we've got the night sky, we've got the moon, and we've still got one or two things still in this box before we go into box 3. And just remember, stay tuned, you can win the next box, whatever that will be. But so far, they're all good. Oh, just making sure. So, remember we had the flashcards of the moon. This is the Asterism viewing guide. Famous and intriguing star groups around the sky with little known amazing facts. I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. And say asterisms, like the Plough, the Big Dipper, is an asterism rather than a constellation. Oh, Gallifrey is going, is that a good or a Okay, so let's have a little look, if I can get this out. Oh, okay. Now, I know there's a delay in the video stream, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go through these cards, and I want you to say stop, and we'll look at one. Just tell me when to stop, and we'll pick an asterism. Asterism, anybody? How long is this delay? Because if you don't tell me soon, I'm just going to pick one myself. I'm going to pick one I don't know, so I'm going to pick this. Looks like a rhombus of some sort. So let's see what this is. Anybody, any guesses what it is before I turned over? Oh, this is the Keystone. Okay, I can get that. Constellation in Hercules, and you can just see it there. The figure represented the locking piece at the top of an arch. So when you have the, see what you've done with that. Okay, best seen April 22nd, so we've missed it for this year. Also known as nothing. To find the Keystone of Hercules, draw a line from Arcturus to Vega. 2/3 of the way up, you'll encounter 4 medium bright stars that make up the Keystone, a figure defined as the wedge-shaped piece on top of an arch that locks the other pieces in place. The brightest of the 4 stars, magnitude 2.8 Zeta Hercules, sits at the southwestern corner. A bit more than 7 degrees north lies magnitude 3.5 Eta Hercules. Moves to the southeast is 3.2 Pi Hercules, and finally magnitude 3.9 Epsilon Hercules lies 6.5 degrees south to southwest. There you are. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Okay, so this is That reminds me of, what was the game? Elite, back in the day when it was all basically lines. So this, anybody know what this is? I would not have guessed this myself. And the name, I'm not too sure about. Okay, the name is the teapot. Now, I can understand you Americans not getting a teapot, but over here we know teapot. Oh, well then again, sorry, no, I'm looking at it. Sorry, I do apologise. I can see it now. I was looking at that. That there being the but no, that's the handle. Sorry. So that's the handle. That's the body, and that's the spout. Get it now? Okay. Apologies to whoever created the teapot. You're right. Also known as the milk dipper. Anybody heard of the milk dipper? Best seen June 30th. Missed it again. This asterism is made up of 8 stars in Sagittarius. Cos Borealis. Cos Borealis. Cos Meridionalis. Listen, I'm not good at Al-Nazal. No. Cos Australis. Acel. I cannot pronounce. How anybody good at pronouncing these? Please tell me. The figure of the teapot has 4 main parts: lambda, delta, phi forming the lid, delta, epsilon, and gamma out of the spout. Epsilon and zeta out of the bottom. The pot's handle is sigma, phi, zeta, and tau. In addition to the main asterism, creative observers have added a spoon made of a small curved line and a slice of lemon. Like lemon with your tea? No. No one likes lemon with their tea, certainly. If you're doing lemon with your tea, you're doing it wrong. A little drop of milk. Avoid the sugar if you can, but that's about it. Yeah. And for those who need more proof, just look at the steam rising from its spout, which is the Milky Way. That will be a nice one to see. Okay, so I can see the teapot. Can you see the teapot in that? I think it's actually quite good. Okay, so that is another set of flashcards. I think it's quite funky. I think that alone, we'll have to look into that more detail. So for this we have the flashcards, we have the night sky globe. We got the torch, which I'm very pleased with. We got the book, and we got the magazine, and this is box 2. And so, come to the poster, and this is Guide to the Night Sky. Guide to the Night Sky. So let's have a look in here. And double-sided. Oh, I like this. So, I just showed you how long this has been sitting here. So, Astronomy 2020 Guide to the Night Sky. We're almost in 2021. Yeah, who would have thought 2020? And Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the Moon. Ooh, lots of curvy lines. Oh, the rise and setting. That is something I'll have to investigate in more detail. And here we are. The constellations throughout the year. So we have winter, spring, summer and autumn. So that's quite nice. Now that will go well with the globe we have sitting there. So again, $45, £38, €40. I actually do think that's quite worth it. Now, is it worth the $80, 70, £60? What's that? €65 that they say it's worth? I don't know. Certainly, I mean, somebody said earlier that torch is probably worth £15 on its own. So I think that's quite good. And the book, so I must admit, I'm very happy with that one. So that is box 2 of 4. Will we continue and do the other 2 boxes? We're getting through this right now. Yeah. Okay. So box 1. Oh, and box 2. Box 3. Let's have a look now. Where's my little knife to cut this open? Oh, here it is, right here. Remember, stay safe and nice. So box 3, let's see what the magazine is, and I'll give us some idea of what we're talking about here. Oh, so the magazine, Planetary Science exclusive, so let's look at the planets. The past and present water on Mars, Voyage to a World of Extremes, Cassini unveils Saturn, the unsolved mysteries of the ice giants. Now there you go, Neptune and Uranus, two fantastic parts of our solar system that we really haven't explored since Voyager, really. So I mean, we've gone to Jupiter, we've gone to Saturn, Pluto, Mars. We've been to Venus, probably going back to Venus following the recent announcement. But Uranus and certainly Neptune seem to be the forgotten planets of the solar system. So I mean, certainly I would love to have some sort of mission to find out more about them, and they're called obviously the ice giants. So, ooh, yeah, this could be very good. I mean, these magazines alone are actually quite well done. There's a lot of information to them. So they're not just, you know, a couple of bits put together just to fluff their way. They're really properly formatted magazines and a lot of good information. So box number 3, we have a nice little book to start us off. So box number 1 was the moon. Box number 2 was the night sky and the constellations. Box number 3, the planets. Ooh, quite a hefty book here. And it's called, strange enough, The Planets by Dave Sobel. The planets let us fall in love with the heavens all over again. This is a cracker. Oh, it's also got fairly big writing, which is good for people who can't see. Already, planetary scientists have appropriated the name Jupiter as a generic term, so that a Jupiter means a large exoplanet, and the mass of an extremely large exoplanet may be quantified as 3 Jupiters or more. In the same fashion, an Earth has come to represent the most difficult, the most desirable goal of today's planet hunters, who are devising ways to probe the galaxy for petite, fragile spheres in the favoured shades of blue and green that hint at water and life. So that alone is a good book. Now, going by the back, Penguin has published it, and it's $20, 27 Canadian dollars. So fantastic. I mean, they are actually quite. The thing is, there's kind of things that I probably wouldn't buy myself. The kind of thing you look at and say that's nice, but when you're buying things, yeah, you know what I mean. Metal Earth. I have a number of these, and again, procrastination. I keep meaning to build them. In fact, I keep meaning to do a little live stream while we build. I think I have certainly the lunar lander, and there's something else. Oh, Hubble, I think I have. Oh, so this is very good. Kepler telescope. So I will certainly be doing this. Now, I've never built one of these. I've seen some. They are a bit fiddly and foodery, but they do look very cool once they're actually built. So Kepler Spacecraft is designed to survey a portion of our region of the Milky Way to discover Earth-like exoplanets that are in or near habitable zones. And as you can see, there's a couple of more saved. So I've already got Hubble, and I've got a lunar lander. So we'll do that some night probably, when we make the Kepler spacecraft. And what I'll probably do is try and find a few more to give away. Because, I mean, they're not that dear, but if you can be bothered to do them, they actually look really good. So for the planets, we've got the magazine, we've got the book, which looks quite cool. We've got Kepler. Oh, we've got a postcard, a bit bent, but of the Milky Way. It's quite nice. Oh, it's not the Milky Way, is it? I don't think it is. No, it's not. How could it be? Milky Way. Can't take a picture of the Milky Way. Galaxy M106. So, anybody like a postcard? Ooh. What's in this little thing? What do you think is in this? Astro reality. So I'm assuming it's another augmented reality little thing. So, It's a fridge magnet. It's a nice little case for it. Oh, yes, please. I'll have that. I'm not going to waste that on the fridge. It's going to go somewhere there. I'm not going to. How can you waste that on the fridge? So that's quite nice. Let's see what it says. Yeah, so it's an Astro Reality thing. How do you scan the QR code, download the app, and then it'll do something wonderful. So, quite like that. And nice little pouch. And came in. So, what do you do? Like, oh, is that a lollipop? It's quite a funky little planetary lollipop. Assuming everybody calls them lollipops. Yeah. That's your daily, that's your monthly dose of sugar right there. So, yeah. If you like something sweet. Okay, now, this is the good, well, one of the good bits. They're all good bits. But so far we have two globes. We have the Lunar Globe, we have the Night Sky Globe. I'm going to run, if this is another globe, I'm actually going to run out of space to put in. What am I going to do? Ooh, well packed. Really should bring it up here. Okay, it's a globe of a planet. What planet do you think the globe's going to be of? Take your guesses now while I get a little drink. Hit it on the chat button there. What planet do you think there's a globe of? Or if you were to get a globe of a planet, what planet would you like? I mean, who wouldn't love? Well, it's hard to judge. Like, you know, obviously Saturn is pretty spectacular. It really is the jewel of the solar system. Jupiter's just crazy. I mean, if you see those pictures that Juno is sending back, I mean, imagine that is just wonderful as well. You know, mad Mercury. I mean, that's just crazy there. Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, yes. So, nobody for Neptune or Uranus? What about a wee little Pluto? So, I'm going to take one more drink because it's very warm in here. And yeah, we're going to get into it, so let's have a look. It is I'm assuming by the colour it's Mars. Oh, sorry, one in the box. Just a little booklet. I have so much paper in here to recycle. And it's another globe. Well, it is another globe, but it is a globe of Mars. I'm going to put my glasses back. This is shocking. There we go. Wow. So it's actually got things like the Mars Pathfinder landing site, Viking 1. I remember Viking 1, my goodness. Utopia. Elysium Mons. Olympus Mons is the biggest mountain in the solar system. Wow, these are actually really good detail. I'm actually quite impressed by that. The Martian North and South Poles, and they do come with a nice little stand, and the stand is actually quite good. It does allow the globe to flow quite freely. So the question is where to put it. Running out of space. Okay, this is going to have to, I don't know. I wonder over here, if we move the space shuttle, put it down there, and stick Mars in beside his friend Snoopy. So Snoopy's over there, you can Snoopy and Mars together. Okay, and just a little booklet came with it. The Viking Mars effect. Good Mars Viking. That was quite nice. Some good Mars facts. So, very good. And of course, poster. Now inside the box, there's a little quote: "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it, and the perseverance to follow it." And of course, perseverance is on its way to Mars. Meant to be. Wishing you a great journey. Kalpana Chawla, the late NASA astronaut in Columbia. So, single-sided. And there we go. Exoplanets. So 14 habitable exoplanets were basically 14 planets outside our solar system orbiting a star that could potentially harbour life. So that's another little poster. See, that is the problem. I've lived in space, I'm sure you're the same. It's all great stuff, but where do you end up putting it on? You have to move something to put something else in it. Certainly I do. So I'm going to have to find a wall for all this to go. So that's not bad. So we've got the globe. The globes are, I must admit, all three globes so far have been very, very good quality. I can't complain about that. We have the fridge magnet, the NASA fridge magnet, which is also augmented reality. So I'm going to try that out as well. Anybody want a lollipop? Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. A little M106 postcard. Metal Earth, we are going to build our own Kepler telescope. Ooh, the planets. That's quite a good book. I know you shouldn't judge a book by a cover, but certainly by the thickness, you got it. That's good. Poster, magazine, which again looks very good, and we have, of course, sitting beside Snoopy in the corner, Mars. So that was box number 3. So we're down to box number 4. This is the last box that came. The next box isn't due to November. So the final box, and I'm going to make the how to win one of these really, really easy, because it's getting late and I can't be bothered thinking anything too difficult. Now, one thing I will say, this box did come a bit beat up, as you can see. I mean, that's no fault of astronomy.com. It's just, it is what it is. It's the postal service. And given that this has come across the Atlantic, I suppose I've done really well. Let's see if we can get this open now. Here we go. Oh yeah, if you look at the sides, they come out as little planets as well. So, box number 4. Let's see what the magazine is. The magazine will always give us the right idea of what this is about. Ooh. Comets, asteroids and meteorites. Oh my. Comets, asteroids and meteorites. Oh my. So, lovely little magazine. Starting up, so sizing up space rocks, exploring Jupiter's Trojan asteroids, explore the impact that killed the dinosaurs, imposters in the asteroid belt. Boom, 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 boom. So that's quite good. So we know what we're looking at today. Asteroids, comets, meteors, meteorites, meteoroids. Do you know one from another? Ooh, this is quite nice. There is Comet Hale-Bopp and the North American Nebula. So that's quite a nice little picture there. Yeah, I do approve. Again, I'm going to have to find somewhere to put all this. So, this is a little chart. How asteroids relate to each other. Asteroids are actually grouped in families, and the colour on this little chart based on their inclinations and their distance from the Sun. Okay. And a list of some unusual asteroids. Ooh, I see. Clothes. I suppose you couldn't really do a globe as such. I'm missing a globe. So I like a globe. Oh, so what we got here? So t-shirt. Says, never forget. For little times. Well, that just shows you, just think about that. That asteroid had arrived to Earth's orbit 1 week late. Would have missed us completely. The dinosaurs would have continued upon their happy way, and we may never have appeared on the Earth. And that just shows you just how the fragility of life, and particularly, life as we know it, human life, sentient life. So I know people like to think, there's got to be life out there. Maybe, but look at all the chances. An asteroid that hit us at the right time that allowed other forms of life to evolve after wiping out the pre-existing life. So not guaranteed for sure. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. This is, I'm sure some sort of asteroid-y thing, a meteorite, rather. So I'll be careful here. I'll just. Ooh, this is nice. So, this is a certificate of authenticity, and this certifies that the sample herein is an authentic piece of Campo de Cilio iron meteorite recovered in North Argentina. Oh, so that is a little. Well, the only thing I will say that I'm a bit disappointed in, there's a bloody great big mark just there. Don't know if you can see it or not. It looks like a thumbprint or something on the inside. In fact, there's a couple of thumbprints, and I'm sure it's difficult to. Does that open? It says push. Yeah, so I'm going. And there's an actual bit of meteorite. So that's quite good. Oh, okay, this is going to be very fun. Talk about a needle in the haystack. A meteorite. So while I'm here, I'm going to set that there. Idiot. I'm just going to try and clean the marks from the inside. It is very thin plastic, but I'll put that back so it doesn't get lost. So there you go, and close it up, and now you have your little bit of meteorite. I approve. That's quite good. And I'll stick out with its certificate of authenticity. just there. Not every day you get a bit of meteorite, so quite good, quite pleased with that. So, set that there. A lot of packaging. Ooh. My best guess for this is that it's a pen. Ta-da! Oh, not just any pen. Oh, I quite like this. Ha 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 ha. So, Space and Beyond. Oh, it's just a pen. However, it's got a comet, and when you see it? The comet moves. Okay, that's funky dunky. I'll be using that. Well done. Space pen. But does it right upside in weightlessness? We won't wait to find out. So, oh, samples. 3D asteroid model set. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so these are obviously 3D prints of asteroids. You have 216 Cleopatra, shaped like a dog bone. This object is the size of New Jersey. So that is 216 Cleopatra, size of New Jersey. 433 Eros. This S-type asteroid was the first asteroid to be orbited by a spacecraft. Arakoth. New Horizons visited Arakoth in 2019, finding it red and shaped like a flattened snowman. I'm not sure. I think I'm an idiot. Sorry. Okay, because the cards actually turn around. So that goes there. That goes there. Silly boy. That's 216 Cleopatra, which looks more like a dog bone. Yeah, and that Arakoth looks more like a flattened snowman, because that's beginning to think there. It looks nothing like a flattened snowman. So yeah, I can get that one. So there, that's a quite nice 3D prints. Okay, so for this you have the 3D prints of the asteroids, you have the t-shirt, you've got the pen, you've got some nice prints, and you've got the magazine, and of course you've got a little bit of meteorite. So that's the 4 boxes. So out of the 4, it's probably been the one that I haven't probably been as enthused. It's all good stuff, but I did enjoy getting a globe for a start. So that was quite good. I'm easy pleased. Give me a globe, I'm happy. But say the price of each box would have been about $45. Would this box be around the $80 that they say? I don't know. Obviously, t-shirts can be very expensive depending where you buy them. You can pay anything from £10, $10 right through to $30 for a decent t-shirt. So that alone could cost. And you know, the prints are actually quite good, because particularly that's a lovely print. And again, you would pay, I'm sure, probably around £10, you know, if you were to buy that online. So yeah. And the good things about this, these are probably things that I certainly wouldn't think of in my head to go out and buy. You know, send me a rocket ship. Okay, the globes are probably the only thing that I ever thought about buying, and I think they're all good quality equipment. So, would you think that these boxes have represent good value for money? Certainly, I think it's good quality. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But is it value for money? I certainly think the £45, the $45 at £38, €40, which is round about what they cost, is certainly worth it. do you want to spend say, do you want to get every box? Do you want to get one box? It's worth getting one box. And I do like the element of not knowing. I think you can actually go online and find out what's coming, but I actually prefer not knowing and getting a bit of, surprise when you open these boxes. So I am actually quite pleased with all that. I'm just going to show that one up. So I'm just having a look at some of the chats. So what did you think of the boxes? Do you actually think they were worth the money? And what did you think of, out of the 4 boxes, which was your favourite box and why? Hit me in the chat, or leave a comment below if this is after the live stream. Probably out of the 4, I would probably have to go probably with the planets. If I had to pick one, certainly the planets. I think that was very good. And anything that is Neptune and Uranus in it catches my attention for a start. And I did like the book that came with that as well. And the globe of Mars, highly detailed, but so is the globe of the moon, and even the night sky globe, and to be fair, even a little bit of meteorite. It's a proper piece of meteorite. Very cool. And t-shirt, can't get enough space t-shirts. So the Bloodline crew he's loving them all. How can he win them? One with the torch is best. Yeah, the night sky, and that will be actually quite handy for me, because it's something I will actually use with my telescope. And it is something I've actually thought about buying. Again, just never got around to it. So the prints were very good as well. I'm just having a look at some of the comments. Yeah, t-shirts were very good. Okay, that's all cool. I say the link, I think I put the link in the description. If it's not in the description now, it will be by the time it goes on to just not live. Yeah, astronomy.com, and see you can actually check it out yourself. And I did think I have a link somewhere for a 5% discount, if I can find that, or $5 discount. If I can find that, I'll put that in below as well. But certainly what I'm going to do is going to simply have a very simple competition. If you want to win the next one, and I think the next one is November, because it comes out 4 times a year, quarterly, surprisingly. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, and today is the 22nd of, so I'm going to probably run this for a week or so. So once this has finished, once it goes back to the live stream, once it goes back to the normal playback and has comments, what I simply want to do is share the video. Just share the video. You can share it through Twitter, Twitter, well, you probably could share it through YouTube, I don't know. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you do, you can share it. And certainly for Twitter and Facebook, there's probably a good chance I could probably follow it up there. But what I want you to do is just come back, put the link in the comments box, and I can follow it, just to show that I don't miss anybody. It means I can follow up on them all. And in about a week or so, I certainly will pick one, and maybe 2. We'll see how. I'll count my pennies. Which means for November, you should be getting one of these boxes. I mean, they're certainly shipping worldwide. Well, they say worldwide. There may be some restrictions given COVID, so that's the only thing to keep in mind. And again, it's very simple. But in the meantime, also do leave a comment. I do want to hear what you thought of the boxes. I mean, I do think genuinely they are value for money. I certainly think the quality of the items are quite good. I mean, I don't think anything is shoddy in any shape or form. There's nothing that's going to fall apart. Is it worth $80 per box? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. If it's not $80, probably getting close to it. But certainly, I think it's worth the $45, the £38, the €40 that they are talking about. So that was really good. I'm very glad that after a year I got round to actually opening these boxes and having a look at them. So I mean, really chuffed. And again, I'm going to have to find somewhere. The globe is actually not too bad. So if I had had another globe, I would have been pretty stuck. The posters, I'm going to really have to find somewhere for. The books, it's going to give me more reading materials. And again, the magazines alone. I say I've seen in the UK, certainly you pay £3, £4, probably £5 for magazines, you know, like that. So I think it's really well done. So all I can say is, thanks for joining us tonight. Do enter the competition, share the video, stick a link in the comments, and I say in about a week or so I will pick a winner. I say maybe two. I'll have to have a look. But I enjoyed that. I really did. And I'll see what other stuff I have lying around that I haven't opened up for a year or two, and we'll have a look at as well. But thanks for joining us. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.